toDIYfor. So I put together a simple hanging herb garden. Hanging is the key. It doesn't take up any space on your counter if you're limited for space. It's also great for cooking immediately there in the kitchen for you to use, and awesome for people who maybe live in an apartment and don't have an outdoor space to do any sort of gardening. Also, there's a couple of different ways that you can hang it from your window, and I will let you know more about that later in the video.
So depending on how big you want to make this, you're going to need pots for all of your herbs. I have four terracotta pots, scissors, paint, sponge brush, a wooden dowel, and also some twine. So painting is optional. I painted these white with just some acrylic paint to match my decor. I did this with a sponge brush, very easy, did about 2 coats. You can skip this step though if you don't want to paint yours. After it's dried, I put a little bit of paper in the bottom of the pot because there's a little hole and I didn't want the soil to fall out. Basically all I'm doing here is just repotting all of the herbs that I bought, and I added a little extra soil, pushed that into place, and gave them a little bit of water. And afterwards I'm taking some twine and wrapping it around the pot. So these terracotta pots work perfectly for it because they have the brim and the rim at the top there to hold that. You're going to cut 2 more pieces of twine, 1 for each side, and loop it into that piece that's wrapped around the pot. Then you're going to tie those strands together at the top, and that's how it hangs. So just kind of repeat that step for all of the pots that you're using. Then I take my wooden dowel. So I cut it to be the width of the window, and as you can see, it slides in here. You have to put it in on an angle, and there's 2 little lips that actually catch it, so it works perfectly to hang these pots from. If you can kind of see the idea here, this is another angle of me showing you how it works. It slides in there and there's just a little lip on each side that catches it. Another option would be to get a curtain rod and hang it across your windows.
So now I pretty much just need to learn how to cook with fresh herbs, which is something that I don't have a lot of experience in. I don't venture around with a lot of recipes, so I'm excited to try a few new things. I know this will definitely force me to do that because I'm gonna see these fresh herbs in my kitchen all of the time. And hey, if you have any great recipes that you think I might wanna try, leave them down below for me. If you enjoyed this DIY, give me a like, and if you try to make your own hanging herb garden, I'd love to see what it looks like. You can send me some photos on Instagram and on Twitter. Follow me at JanelleSteeper, and then just tag me in those photos so I can see your DIY. Don't forget to subscribe. Next Wednesday I'm going to be back with the new DIY. Cheers. And the construction. Hashtag no. That's not what I meant to say.